Most people think stress just affects their mood. But what if I told you stress is literally changing the shape of your body? If you didn't know, chronic stress can break down your muscle tissue, slow down your metabolism, increase your cravings for sugar, and cause your body to store more dangerous abdominal fat, which means something most people never realize. Stress can quietly destroy your progress in the gym. You might be eating well, you might be working out consistently, you might be doing everything right, but if your cortisol levels are constantly elevated, your body may actually be working against you. Let's start with something surprising. When you experience stress, your body releases a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol has one primary job: to give you energy quickly so you can survive a threat, an imminent threat. Thousands of years ago, that threat might have been a predator. Today, it might be your job, or it might be financial pressure, or social stress, or constant notifications on your phone. But your body reacts the exact same way. It prepares you to fight or run. To do this, cortisol begins mobilizing energy inside your body, and one of the first places it looks for fuel is your muscle tissues. Muscles are made of proteins, and when cortisol rises, your body starts breaking down these proteins into amino acids. These amino acids can then be converted into glucose or blood sugar. Your brain runs primarily on glucose. So during stress, your body sacrifices muscle tissue to feed your brain. In simple terms, chronic stress can literally eat away at your muscles, even if you're training hard, even if you're lifting weights, even if you're trying to build muscle. Your body might still be breaking it down. And here's where things get worse. Muscle is one of the most metabolically active tissues in your body. Even when you're resting, muscle burns calories. In fact, muscle can burn up to 12 times more calories than other tissues. So when stress reduces muscle mass, your metabolism slows down. Your body becomes less efficient at burning calories, which means something frustrating starts happening. You gain more fat easily. But stress doesn't just affect your metabolism, it also changes your appetite. When cortisol level is high, your brain thinks you're in danger, and danger means you might soon need some energy. So your brain starts pushing you to eat more. But not just any food. Your brain wants quick energy. And quick energy, as you may know, usually means sugar, refined carbs, highly processed foods, things that spike your blood sugar quickly. That's why during stressful periods, people often crave the same things: chocolate, fast food, snacks, sugary drinks. Your brain is trying to refill the energy it believes you're about to burn. But in modern life, you're usually not running from a predator. You're just sitting around, working, scrolling on social media, stressing, and again, eating. So now you have a dangerous combination. Your body is breaking down muscle, your metabolism is slowing down, your appetite is increasing, and you're craving high calories foods. All of this pushes your body toward fat gain. But there's another twist. Stress doesn't burn fat, but unfortunately, it burns stress burns fat, but unfortunately, it burns the wrong fat. When your body enters fight or flight mode, it tends to burn peripheral fat. That's the fat stored just under your skin. But at the same time, chronic stress increases something much worse, which is visceral fat. Visceral fat is the fat stored deep inside your abdomen, surrounding your organs. This is a dangerous fat that is linked to heart disease, insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, inflammation throughout the body, and metabolic problems. So, even if stress burns some fat, it often increases the fat that is most harmful to your health. And this is why many people under chronic stress nothing something strange. Their body shape begins to change. More fat accumulates around the stomach, their energy levels drop, their gym performance declines, and their recovery slows down. As well as the motivation, it really decreases. And while they feel constantly tired, there's not much they can do. So now here's the deeper question: why is the human body reacting this way? Why does stress trigger all these biological changes? The answer takes us back thousands of years. So I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. Your body was designed for a completely different world, the world where stress was short and intense. If you were a hunter gatherer and encountered danger, your body activated stress responses. Cortisol increased, your heart rate went up, energy flooded your muscles, you ran. Or you fought. And once the threat disappeared, your body just returned to normal. Stress had a clear beginning and a clear end. But modern stress is different. It doesn't end. Deadlines, bills, work pressure, family responsibility, social comparison, information overload. The nervous system never fully relaxes. Your brain cannot distinguish between a predator and a stressful email, so it activates the same biological response over and over again, every single day. And this creates what scientists call chronic stress. Instead of cortisol rising temporarily, it stays elevated for long periods of times. It can be days, weeks, months, sometimes in the worst cases, even years. And when cortisol remains high, the body begins to deteriorate slowly. Muscle loss increases, fat storage increases, your sleep quality decreases, the immune system weakens, inflammation all around your body rises, and mental clarity really declines. One of the most damaging effects of chronic stress is what it does to your sleep. High cortisol late in the day makes it harder for your brain to transition into rest. Your body may feel exhausted, but your mind keeps racing, thinking, planning, worrying, um, replaying conversations you had during the day or before, imagining problems that hadn't even happened yet. Poor sleep then makes everything worse. When you sleep less, your hormones increase, your stress tolerance decreases, your cravings intensify, your cortisol rises even more, which creates a vicious cycle. Stress causes poor sleep. Poor sleep increases stress, and the cycle goes on and on and on and on. But here's something important: your body is not broken. Your body is doing exactly what it was designed to do. It is trying to protect you. The problem is that modern life keeps triggering a survival response that was never meant to stay on all the time. Think about it. For most of human history, survival depended on reacting quickly to physical threats. Today, the threats are mostly psychological, but your biology hasn't changed. Your nervous system is still operating with, let's call it, ancient software, which means something very important. Learning how to regulate stress is no longer just about feeling calm, it's about protecting your physical health, your metabolism, your muscles, your hormones, your brain, which all leads to your longevity and quality of life. The ability to calm your nervous system may become one of the most valuable health skills of the modern world, because the real problem isn't stress itself. Short bursts of stress are actually healthy. They increase performance, they sharpen your focus, they help you react quickly. The real danger is chronic stress without recovery. Your body needs time to return to balance. It needs time to repair, to rebuild muscle, to regulate hormones, and to restore your energy. But many people never allow their nervous system to fully switch off. This is where practices like exercise, deep breathing, meditation, and mindfulness can become incredibly powerful. They send the signal to the brain that the threat is over. When that happens, cortisol levels begin to fall, the nervous system relaxes, and the body can finally start repairing itself. Because when cortisol drops, muscle rebuilding improves. Fat metabolizing improves as well. Your sleep improves, your energy improves, and your mental clarity improves. So the real question becomes this: it's not how do I eliminate stress, because stress will always exist. The real question is, how quickly can your body recover from stress? The recovery capacity might be one of the biggest factors determining your long health pause. Now I want to ask you something. Have you ever noticed your body changing during periods of high stress? Maybe you get worse sleep. Maybe you gain belly fat. I know you did. I know we all gain belly fat. Maybe you felt your gym performance dropped or whatever sport you practice. Let me know in the comments below what is your biggest source of stress in your life right now. If you would like, I can also help you um, do some meditation further during the road. I am a mindfulness expert, and I as well as meditation. So let me know if you would like some of that in this channel. See you next video.